Hey everybody, welcome to Cowboy Leather and Shoe Repair. Thanks for stopping by. As you can see, today we're going to make a trucker wallet or biker wallet, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a wallet. Alright, as you've seen, I've got my parts cut out. I've got basically everything laid out here. All we got to do is assemble it. And we will assemble it. I'll talk you through it. It's nothing major. It's a pretty simple one. So let me put you on hold and we'll tip the camera down and we'll start. Alrighty there then. So let me talk you through these. This is the main body, front, or the back and the flap. It is 6 5/8 this way. It's 9 inches this way. Now, what we're going to do is put this like so. Now, we got, let me describe these here to you. 9 by 3 1/4. This one here is 3 5/8 by 9. So these two match. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these, put them together like this. Alright. First off, set this aside. Take and kind of rough this up just a smidge. Get up here and focus where everybody's at. Alright. Now this handy gadget is a sanding block. You can pick them up at your dollar stores. This is smoother hair. That's a little bit rougher hair. Don't ask me what grit it is, but I use them for roughing stuff up a little bit. So we'll get my handy dandy contact cement. And we'll just dribble some on there. Got a little too much, so we just take a little off. Set that aside. Do the same thing with this. Like I said, this is simple. Alright, while we're letting that set up, set this aside. We'll go ahead and we'll set our rivets. Now, what I do is, on my clicker die, that's how I cut these out with a clicker die. I don't have the little pokey outy things are broke off one side, so we're going to do this by hand. Kind of give yourself a little bit of room. Put a little mark there. Put a little mark there. There we go. Move my pony board up here. Get these snaps out of the way. And here we go. Make sure you get that out of the way. Get you in focus here. Alright, my rabbit setter. I want to put these in here. Flop that around. Use it so it doesn't whack my fingers. I don't have a snap setter. Go just like that. Put this stuff aside. Just go ahead and put it away. Self-cleaning. Alright. Now, bring these up here. Try and line these up the best you can. The better you get at lining them up, the less you got to grind or sand off. Okay. Now this one's going to go on top of here, but what I want to do is I want to put business card or credit card, whatever. I'll put 3. So what I want to do is I'm going to keep them off my sides here. So, take my scratch off and some kind of measuring device. call it an inch. Put a couple marks on there. Now remember, you can't stitch these up right tight. So you kind of space them out a little bit. Okay. Put a pin mark there. Mark there. Put a mark there. Alright. We're not going to run these down any farther. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on hold, take this over to the sewing machine and stitch it up. I'll be right back. Alright, I've stitched that up. I put glue on all my pieces. Now let's go ahead and assemble it. Set that. It's like building blocks here. Again, try and get your edges lined up the best you can. Less grinding. Alright. Give it a little tap, tap, tap. Wow, look at that. Forgot to put some glue on there. Getting ahead of myself. I keep calling it glue, it's contact cement. Same stuff I use for doing shoe repair. I don't remember this Barge or Masters. They got some other stuff out that we use for shoe repair. It's Emu. So anyways, this one here is going to be just a smidge bit shorter than the other ones. And again, not repeat myself. Alright, now let's go ahead and put a groove stitch on it. Your stitch groove on it. That's a little bit far out. I think what I'm going to do, before I get carried away here, I'm going to straighten up my edges. Doesn't hurt to do them now. That way you get a good edge. Come up here a little bit. We're getting off the I think before I run a stitch screw, I'm going to go ahead and square this up and kind of give it a little bit of a varnish. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention, I should have mentioned it earlier. We're using a kind of a pull-up chap leather or chink. It's called Crazy Horse, and you bend it, it'll change your colors. You know the deal. I mean, if you've worked with this sort of stuff, you know what it does, what it won't do. Now, just hit this with the edge, or just a touch. Y'all know Crazy Horse is a chrome tan, so it doesn't like to be varnished. You can, but it's not. It doesn't like it. But I got I use my finisher, my big shoe finisher over there, and it's got brushes on it, and I can buff that and kind of put it on a brush and make it kind of rounded over a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just hit it with hand slicker. Now I haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to dye the edges or wax them or what I'm going to do. And sometimes what I do is I put up in here in the corner, I put a tab. I'll leave this bottom, I'll notch it right in here, slip a piece in with a D-ring, or poke a hole over here, put a D-ring or a ring of some sort so you can hook your chain to it. But this one here, I'm not going to put a chain on it. I'm going to go El Cheapo, basically. Basically, I'm just showing you what we got here. Now, I've cleaned these edges up a little bit, run them through the finishing wheel. Now, where was I here? Okay, yeah. Again, getting ahead of myself. Now, I'm going to come in between a 16th, probably come in about, yeah, about a 16th ought to be good enough for a stitch line. So we've got our stitch line. Like I said, these pretty simple, you know, deals to make. You can get fancy. You can go ahead and make it out of veg tan, tool it, do whatever you want to do with it. Now I'm gonna take it over here to the stitcher, stitch it up, and when I come back, we should be all finished. Hang tight. Give it a little whack-a-doodle. That side. A little whack-a-doodle on that side. So, now we got currency pocket. Credit card or business card. Take my tool. Now, where is it here? Oh. Much better. Most beautiful. There you go. One each biker wallet, cowboy wallet, whatever you want to call it. There it is. I say, money. Got three slots for credit cards. Slot for receipts. On a good day scenario, if you got all the tools and everything that you need laying here, should take you 45 minutes to build that. Like I say, on a good day, if you've got all your tools laid out and everything, you might be able to build it faster. But like I said before, it's a inexpensive thing to build. You can build it out of thinner leather. This is a 4 to 5 ounce, I believe, Crazy Horse chrome tan. Same stuff they use for making Red Wing boots and shoes out of. So if Red Wing uses it, it's got to be good. But anyhow, like I say, you can come down here and you can put a poke a hole right here, put a grommet, or what you can do before you stitch this up is you get yourself kind of a rounded piece of leather scrap, poke a grommet hole in it, and stitch it right in here, and then put your chain or whatever cable, put your chain on it. I've got some chain here, but it's kind of the weak. And if I do this right, I want it to be right. I want it to be heavier than some of the stuff you get nowadays. So, It's Friday. It's a little warm in here. I shut the air conditioner off because it gets a little loud in here at times when the air conditioner kicks on and you can't hear me, and God forbid if you can't hear me. Hope everybody had a good week, and I hope everybody's healthy. Hope everybody has a good weekend. And if you liked the content, go ahead and subscribe, share, hit the like and bell button down there, and it'll let you know when we post videos. We try and post on Thursdays or Fridays. And yeah, Cowboy's going to be out of here. Everybody have a good weekend. Bye now.